My daughter broke down in tears because I did not get a father-daughter tattoo with her, but got it with my stepdaughter instead. Am I the a-hole? I, 46 have been married to my wife for 5 years. She has a daughter from her previous marriage, who's now my stepdaughter. She's now 17, and her bio father passed away a decade ago. I also have a bio daughter from my previous marriage who's now 24 and fully an adult. My bio daughter and I were extremely close when she was younger, but things changed a lot after my divorce. My ex-wife had been having an affair for months, and my daughter actually knew about it the entire time. For example, when I went out of town on a business trip, my ex-wife invited her affair partner over, and they even slept in my bed. The whole thing sort of mentally traumatized me, but what hurt even more than the affair itself was realizing my daughter had been silent all along. We literally had a big Father's Day celebration, and she'd given me this handwritten card and a gift, and we went to a movie and a dinner, and she was happy and smiling all along, all while knowing about the affair. My daughter apologized a lot after the truth came out, and I accepted it because I'll always love her, but our bond was never quite the same after that. On the other hand, I've grown very close to my stepdaughter. We do lots of father-daughter things together, and a couple months ago, she asked if we could get matching father-daughter tattoos. She wanted it as a way to honor our bond, and even though I'm not a huge tattoo person, my wife encouraged me and said it would mean a lot to her daughter. My wife also thought I would look good in a tattoo. So I did it. My stepdaughter and I both got tattoos that reference our bond. Hers mentions me being her dad, and mine references her name and her being my daughter. Honestly, I thought it came out really well. The design was actually super neat, and my stepdaughter was really happy and emotional about the end result. Last week, my bio daughter came over to visit. I never mentioned the tattoo beforehand because I didn't know how she'd feel about it. But of course, she noticed it, looked at it closely, and asked about it. I told her the whole story. She got really quiet, but didn't say much in the moment. The next day, when my wife and stepdaughter were out having lunch, she broke down in tears and cried really heavily, and I felt really bad about it. I asked her if it was about the tattoo, and she didn't say anything. She just kept crying. I even told her I would get a tattoo with her name too, but all she talked about was how she messed up years ago. She ultimately did stop crying, and I did hug her and console her, etc., but she still seemed really sad. But I still don't get why she broke down really badly like that. I would have maybe understood if my daughter was like 15 or 16, but my daughter is a fully grown adult now. Am I not allowed to bond with my stepdaughter? Am I the a-hole?
Know a whole lot thought about how hard it must have been for your daughter for her mother to be blatantly cheating in front of her, when at best your daughter was maybe 17 when it all went down. Adults don't always do the right thing. How could she approached it? Your whole story conveys how badly she feels, and how she wishes she could have done it over, and you're like, she's a jealous baby. The kid is heartbroken. You're telling us that she's crying really heavily, but you're not taking notice of the fact that she's damaged. There's something broken inside, and it likely has nothing to do with your stepdaughter, but the bond she wishes you had, because you clearly resent her and blame her for your pain. Take a moment for self-reflection.
You are absolutely the a-hole. She was a child when your wife cheated and was put in an impossible situation. She probably didn't know what to do at the time and was stuck in a messed up situation. From the way she was crying, I bet that since then you treated her differently, making her feel less loved, and that tattoo with your stepdaughter was just icing on the shit cake. She probably feels like you don't love her and that she has been replaced. I am in a similar situation where my dad has basically replaced me with his new family, and I can tell you right now that it feels worse than if he was dead. Grow up and get things right with your daughter.